Freaking get out of my way.
We're talking about it again.
We are!
By it, I mean to...
Royalty is here, by the way. I love his content. Absolutely amazing. Please, 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 go check him out. This is something that I wanted to, just learn about, because apparently this is a VTuber that I have seen here and there. I've heard about them, seen some of their stuff. Not really like the videos, but like I've just like clips, shorts, stuff like that pops up on the feed. But it turns out there was a lot of misinformation going around, and so it definitely one of those cases where I definitely wanted to, you know, go over it, react to it, talk about it, and sort of like help megaphone the message if it turns out to be true that a lot of this is false allegations, and sort of help out in whatever small way I can to spread that. All right, let's go.
Address the elephant in the room, femboys. You know, maybe we talk about
Let's
femboys
go!
a bit too much on this channel, but I guarantee some of you watching those femboy videos have a glisten in your eye because you're so in.
Brother, what do you mean? Is that not why? Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm watching? Because I know you have the goods. You always have the femboy videos.
Love with them, you sicko. But there's nothing wrong with liking a person with feminine qualities and all the attributes of a girl, just with a side salad of cock and balls. Not my cup of tea, but
great.
You do you. I'll judge you from afar. But today we're going to be talking about one femboy in particular, who recently got banned off YouTube, had thousands donated to them, acquired a stalker that followed them all the way to their hometown, had a plethora of allegations rallied up against them, so much so they ended up on—
I knew about the potentially false allegations. I didn't know about the stalkers. Wait, what?
their favourite YouTuber's radar for a matter of seconds, only to be met with somewhat distaste, as said allegations seem to skewer their favourite YouTuber's opinion on them, albeit for a few seconds of knowing who they are. And it gets even worse when you know their favourite YouTuber was
Mr. Moist himself?
Charlie. And today we're going to be talking about the femboy VTuber Bungo Taiga.
How fucking degenerate do you have to be to, like, unironically, like, to a femdog VTuber?
I thought you were a tiger.
Like, you gotta be pretty, like...
Someone you may know
it is the same. For like a second there, I'm like, is this not the same? For like a second there, I'm like, is this not the same VTuber that what video was I thinking of?
Line from their streams on platforms.
There's no way I bookmarked 2 different femboy videos. the YouTube algorithm on my channel is gonna be wild.
YouTube, as there are.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be wild.
Somewhat phallic in nature. But that's just the internet at this point, and most online femboys for some reason.
Dog. I wanna be a dog. Dog. Because I do make good dog noises.
That wasn't a very cute dog noise though.
Kurt Cobain POV.
Because there is an incentive to this behaviour. Although some of them could genuinely have this personality, you can't say it doesn't generate a lot of money. And if you hold any malice towards them for this, probably hate more on the horn dogs in the chat giving them money. Hate the game, not the alt-pink femboy playing it. But just to be discriminatory, all femboy VTubers basically are the same, except their differing avatar and tone of voice.
I smell it. Boy smell. I smell a boy. What is a boy thing here? Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
I'm sorry, someone had to say it. But anyway, instead of me being an
He's calling you out, femboy VTubers! What do you have to say?
Encyclopedia on femboys, Bungo Taiga. They get somewhat of a poor reputation, not all of it valid, and most of it tangled in misinformation. However, the biggest question, if you don't know who they are, is who is Bungo Taiga? Well, Bungo Taiga started streaming back on the 27th of April 2020, the peak of the coronavirus lockdown, where many of us were stuck inside, left to confront our internal demons, or just play numerous games of Valorant, CSGO, and maybe VR chat, to fill the void that was human communication and contact. Or do some soul searching and discover you—
Nah, son, I was working. I was working the entire time.
Like wearing thigh highs because they're warm and totally not because you like feminine things. They're just programming socks, guys, which is the first phase of being a femboy. However, Taiga garnered attention through their explicit and borderline NSFW personality. This attention made them known to YouTube clippers, who are the bottom feeders of YouTube. That is a compliment.
Let's go! Bottom feed off me, clippers! I need you!
Don't worry. Who most of the time clip anything remotely entertaining and then re-upload it to YouTube.
Nice.
It works.
Do it, clap.
It works. It is
Who within
genuinely
the
the best
ecosystem
way to
of
get
said platforms like YouTube
views,
actually
literally,
significantly
and attention
benefit
on the
creators
platform.
whilst also benefiting themselves, which basically is a form of
You
mutualism.
appreciate your
Taiga
clippers,
was
trust
mainly
me.
targeted by the Femboy clippers. Yes, they exist. Just like Linux, there are many flavors of clippers, and if you remotely understood that reference, you're definitely a femboy. But Taiga didn't entirely benefit from this interaction,
I understood that reference.
as they were never significantly
I'm not
credited,
a femboy,
leading them
though.
to start their own YouTube channel and clip their own stream.
I'm not. I'm a cartoon. I'm like a mixture of Western animation and Japanese animation. Okay, mostly inspired by Toon Link. Okay, so like so I'm not a fanboy. I'm stopping it now. I'm a monkey. There's a difference. I'm chibi.
A YouTube channel which recently was removed off of YouTube due to sexually explicit content and possibly people mass reporting them. Because somewhat
Big
due to their
difference.
explicit content, they also acquired a lot of stalkers. Stalkers which had a big hand in the downfall of their reputation, but they were a big financial benefit, as one of them was supposedly a millionaire, donating 250k.
Excuse me, you what?
Life is my creation, is my best friend. Imagination is my defense.
What? What? Where's my millionaire fans?
Good stream, everybody. Had a lot of fun.
Now,
Good
I
stream,
don't
good
care
stream.
how
I'm
masculine you
just
are,
gonna end the stream
you're
now.
probably not anyway. A twig probably has more testosterone than you do, but 250k is 250k. If I knew
Absolutely.
I was about to get that money, the thigh highs would go on almost immediately. Don't lie to
So, alright. So I'm gonna start my new Oz the Femboy arc. Welcome. How's it going, everyone? I'm Oz Femboy now. I hope you guys are having a great time today. How do you like my Femboy voice? Is it nice? Is it good? I think I can pull it
you
off.
do the same. But even
I
with
think I
the
can pull it off.
financial support, this would become a problem for Taiga, because this person had a heavy attraction to Taiga, to say the least. And admirably, even with the prospect of money, Taiga shut down all of their advances. But before doing that, did hold a line of communication with them for a while.
So he very much said no.
But this eventually fell apart when Taiga was obviously not interested in their sexual advances towards them. And this millionaire
Yeah, just 'cause
was
you
not
give them-
happy about that,
you-
going
just 'cause
all
you
the
give
way
them
to
money
their
doesn't mean that
hometown
they-
in Canada
they
and
owe
filing
you-
police reports against them, along with a bunch of homophobia and transphobia. This lasted for around 6 months and was absolute hell.
Never mind. Keep the millionaire viewers. You could suck my left butt cheek. Actually, you might want that. You could suck your own left butt cheek. No, you don't. You don't deserve anything in exchange for money. You are donating that money, sir. That is you supporting the VTuber. That don't instantly give you any reason to like that doesn't mean anything. Like it doesn't mean you are due something or owed something in return for supporting.
For them, but
You are
fortunately,
never
when
owed
that
anything
cleared up,
in return for
Taiga just
supporting,
couldn't get
ever.
a break.
My dick is fat.
Previous
What
mods
the
of their
frick
Twitch
was
stream and
that?
Discord
What was
created a
that
document
about?
basically
That's what you freaking quick. That's your transition. That's how you go to the next. That's how you go to the next freaking part. This is the next segment. Okay. I wasn't prepared for it.
saying they were abusive, very much into shota and lollies, which are like children in anime, and blatant transphobia and homophobia. And let's not forget grooming. It just feels like every crime a YouTuber can commit is always grooming. Like, do something cool like tax evasion. Like, come on. These accusations would be posted online and
Do
would
something
reach
cool
the
like
ears of a
tax
popular
evasion.
YouTuber called Nux Taku.
Wait. These are accusations or actually?
Like, children in anime.
Wait.
Fat.
Previous mods of their Twitch stream and Discord created a document basically saying they were abusive, very much into shota
Okay,
and lollies, which is
somebody
like
made a
children
document.
in anime, and blatant transphobia and homophobia. And let's not forget
It was
grooming.
him. It was a millionaire.
It just feels like every crime a YouTuber can commit is always grooming. Like, do something cool like tax evasion. Like, come on. these accusations would be posted on.
What the okay, sick joke. I mean, not in a good way, sick, but like actually, like just like bad joke. Let's let me be very specific here. Bad joke. Bad joke. To be fair though, to be totally fair, and to show you that I'm not like trying to just be some kind of high ground freaking whatever the frick. Like I have definitely made that joke where I'm like, bro, I've definitely said the joke where I'm like, hey, I don't get it. I used to hang out with my pastor at the church all the time, and he never touched me. Like, I guess it's because I was too ugly, or something. I actually feel kind of bad about it. Like I would make that kind of stupid joke before. So 100%, I get it. I understand where you're coming from, but just bad joke. Like freaking A. And this is why you don't make this kind of joke, because you know damn well it's gonna come back to haunt you.
Online and would reach the ears of a popular YouTuber called NuxTaku, a fellow Vtuber who was on a podcast with Moist Critical.
I'm actually a big fan of Nux.
Not informed on the whole situation, but yet still made an offhand comment.
Left to teetering money.
Is this HoloLive?
No. Taiga is an indie streamer who, I don't know the whole story, but Taiga was outed to be a pet.
Oh.
Now he prefaces it by
bro made a jump! Okay, but now, I mean, within context, we now understand that these were all allegations made by his stalker to try to get him in trouble.
By saying, I don't know the whole story, but he still says it anyway. He doesn't even add allegedly anywhere. Basically admitting you don't know the full context, yet still making the comment.
Just perpetrating the lie.
Of being blindfolded and throwing dog feces at people. And Nux himself hasn't had the best reputation when it comes to similar events, because quote-unquote he just believes what his friends tell him, and it is a bad...
He coming from, like, Nux, because he's somebody who's constantly getting false allegations made about him pretty consistently on Twitter. If you hear about this, Nux, if he hears about this, I really hope he apologizes for that.
Bad habit of his.
Like,
if it's turned, especially since I'm assuming it's turned out to be that it's untrue.
Because
like,
close friends of mine told me,
his
and I
stalker
saw,
was making it.
creepy conversations of him talking to kids or talking about kids and he made a really bad joke. Who knows if it's a joke, and like I alleged it also because a friend told me.
And a tad bit of hypocrisy when it comes to the lolly and shooter argument, which feels like it's lasted decades now, longer than Naruto Shippuden. With the argument being liking lollies and shooters means you like kids IRL, even though he has associations with people that endorse or use lollies and shooters, and even has some in his thumbnails. Then when making a video about people talking about the hypocrisy and the thumbnails, went back and changed all the thumbnails, and I'm not getting involved in that shitstorm. I'm just gonna let Moist Critical talk about it.
Well, why is cutie such a big deal when anime has kids being sexualized? Well, first of all, anime is fake. Those like children lolly things, those fucking 900-year-old vampires that look like they're 4 years old, the little cum demons that have existed for 2 millennia, but they look like a 6-year-old, those aren't real people. They are animated fake things.
But Bungo's reputation was...
True. They're not real. They're not real people. It's fake. To the best of my understanding, like, I can understand if you're into A-cups. But there's a big difference between, like, a very flat-chested individual, like a very flat-chested woman, and a full-blown child. Like, trust me, like, there's a big difference, dude. And it's like, and one is just absolutely like, no. I don't care how old I don't care if it's 1,000,000 years old, no. That's a child. That is a child.
Floor. Because of the allegations made against them, and NuxTaku talking about it with Charlie, more negative attention was given to Taiga. They obviously responded with anger when hearing other YouTubers were talking about it with no context.
I don't know the whole story, but Taiga was outed to be a pet.
I don't know I don't know the whole story, but
and Taiga reacted to it.
Oh, we want to talk about out of context, bro.
I don't know. It's a past thing. Like there was the VTuber that was canceled for allegedly doing weird grooming type shit. And
Alleged by you, Nux! You heard that!
I'm sorry, the yell got me. The freaking yell got me. Alleged by you, Nux! Nux, stop alleging! What are you doing? Has he made a response on this?
No one else did!
And evidently, due to this prompt, had to open up about their past stalker and trauma as they had a hand at sullying their reputation. But they were also angry because it was a blatant smear campaign. Because, surprise, surprise, many of the allegations made against them were false. And mainly down to the fact they did not reciprocate the affection shown to them by their ex-mods and past stalker, with one allegedly only wanting to be a mod to get close to Taiga and neglecting their duties. So once both of them were
that sucks, dude.
removed and replaced by Taiga, they were just a tad bit angry. So they compiled a list of allegations with out-of-context screenshots of DMs, which to this day that document is no longer available on the internet. One can only wonder why, but Taiga's reputation was getting dragged through the mud, with most people thinking they were a terrible person and a pedophile, until a guardian agent came to the clouds of heaven, gave their career a much-needed mercy res, and that was a private investigator, who had previous cases with child endangerment and exploitation and wanted to be anonymous. But they produced the document, The Exoneration of Bungo Taiga. They found that an actual investigator! Evidence, which was the Discord mod Gilk, was very much infatuated with Taiga, and when they started
Gilk
to neglect their mod duties in favour of caressing their meat to a femboy in the form of a Taiga, they were dropped as a mod, and due to this decision and their limited contact with Taiga now, would start bad-mouthing Taiga any way they could in general chats, to the point where they were removed from Taiga's Discord after claiming Taiga was a money whore. The document would also uncover it was a group effort of 3 people, the aforementioned Discord mod.
Dude, where do these people get off, bro? It literally like they really think that because they throw money at you, you suddenly deserve the world. You owe them the world. Nah, son.
The other Discord mod, and the millionaire stalker, all of which grew an attraction to Taiga, but all of them failed to get close to the thigh-high wearing femboy. Now on to the grooming allegations.
Y'all had no riz. I don't know how that's Taiga's fault. Like, it's not, like, what do you mean? You had money, you just didn't have no riz.
Was taken out of context and were jokes, with one being a reference from Sunny in Philadelphia.
I was cute, I was energetic, I was fun.
And another one being when they were 19 years old.
Like I said, I made this joke, but in my context, I said it as in, like, why didn't I get, touched by the Catholic priest? You get what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm really trying to I shouldn't have brought it back up. I think I should have just let that one just go. Anyway, yeah, so it's kind of, I can see that one. What's this one, though? That's
very mentally immature.
Bad.
And from the screenshot and not knowing the previous context, it's very hard to know it is a joke. The transfer,
but that's like. What is the context on that one? That's like
and herbophobia. Many of the logs were edited, but Taiga has previously publicly spoken about how open their community is.
Was that in context? I guess I would have to look into it. But was that in context to like a freaking art, or was it just his admission that it was a really just bad joke, or what?
To trans people, and others are part of the LGBT. So basically nothing but support for trans people and those part of the LGBTQ. And then there were the claims of toxic behaviour by Taiga, especially towards the mods. And it just boils down to they weren't doing their job, so they got removed, made a document and cherry-picked evidence from DMs that looked damning, just to get back at Taiga.
Okay,
however,
so,
the only
there's a lot of context missing from all. Okay, got
thing
it.
about the document were the shooter commissions. Once again, a shooter is a child in anime, more specifically a boy. Taiga's OC is also
just a child
as a shooter.
That's just a child.
The ever so comedic line of, They're over 1,000.
This you could at least say it kinda. You can make some kind of, but compared to the other one, that was so much more damning.
I want to put 7.62 in my head. But the commissions were of the OC and supposedly safe for work. It's up to you to come to what conclusion you want about that. I personally could not give a fuck. As long as it isn't on the level of Boku no Pico, and we don't get another 3 episodes of Boku no Pico, everything is right.
Those are children.
But despite having their name cleared, their reputation was still in the toilet. Even to this day, people blindly believe their grooming allegations are very much true, due to how fast it spread, and little to no public knowledge on the...
Well, I mean, when some of the biggest YouTubers that are, like, known for typically... And I know Moist Critical is, like, trying to avoid these situations now, too, but, yeah, these are very public figures that typically talk about these kind of situations, so people just sort of tend to believe them and assume that they've done all the research and looked into it and know everything about the situation already, which is like, you shouldn't assume that about anybody. You should only believe what you're seeing yourself firsthand. You get what I'm saying?
The actual truth. However, it was only going to get worse for Taiga. Not only is their $1 million stalker still persistent, despite a court order to stay away from them, something which they tried to sue Taiga over, but YouTube would take a swing as well, in the worst way possible. Now, Taiga reached over 100,000 subscribers, meaning they would get their silver play button, something they commemorated on their Twitter.
What the
yes,
frick is
this
this?
Is the picture they uploaded. If you're popping a tent right now, I would recommend removing the foundations because there's a 12-gauge shotgun between those legs. Now, these play buttons take a
I'm not
while to come, let alone becoming eligible to get one. But as soon as they received it, probably being very happy at this event, proving everyone wrong, and withstanding the trifles and allegations made against them, and also proving femboy power is a thing.
Let's
go!
They were
removed off of YouTube. Their account Tigaholic with over 100,000 subscribers was gone. So essentially, they just give candy to a baby, only to essentially football kick it the length of a stadium, and they would keep dangling the keys of their channel in front of them.
Why that was so funny? Just hunted the baby, dude.
Back and then removing it again. Now their channel was removed initially for going against the sex and nudity policy,
ever,
which in my own opinion they do make a lot of risque videos. Not entirely NS.
Not any more risque than what I'm sure. Not like at least from what you've shown me. Not any more risque than anyone else.
SPVtuber, kind of just hinting towards it. Now, YouTube moderation is a sure. They're removing of
Damn you! I know it's a freaking. I know it's a boy, but this is such a cute model.
Skate videos, not entirely NSFW.
It's like Felix the cat. He's so cute.
Now, YouTube moderation is a sure. Their removing of channels and videos is almost never consistent. There are multiple channels that make the same content as Taiga, still instated on the platform, and most of the times monetized as well. So it actually baffles me why they wouldn't do such things as age restricting the videos.
It's because YouTube YouTube doesn't actually care, bro. They'll just take down whoever's problematic and not care about anything else. Like it's very biased.
However, it wasn't entirely their own doing. Their stalker was involved once again, with them actually gloating that they got their channel removed, and them admitting they did spam report their channel. So they aren't necessarily free of their stalker, and their channel is very far from being reinstated. However, their reputation is also far from being...
I feel like in cases like this, especially when it's so consistent, like YouTube should launch an investigation or something, or some kind of email to discuss the situation and try to get a better idea about what's going on so that they can understand whether the channel needs to be whitelisted or if it needs to be, whitelisted, anyway, or if it needs to be, just like permabanned, or if it needs to be, or it's something that's okay, I get it. You're being harassed. Okay, God, they gotta do something. There's something. You gotta do something. You can't just do nothing.
Perfect as well. Even though Nuxtaku apologized privately to the channel, it is very far
okay,
from
I'm so glad to hear it.
However, their reputation is also far from being perfect as well.
The damage is done.
Even though
read on your own. I'm gonna read silently. Okay.
Taku
This is a year
apologized
ago.
and apologized privately to them, even
As of the
potentially
making of
promising
this video.
to do a video of Moist Critical to clear up the mess. However, no video was ever made, and Taiga's reputation is still tarnished.
I don't know, this guy, Bungo.
Aww. You should bring it up on your podcast. Well, now the podcast is done, isn't it? It's the last podcast episode. I don't know if they're gonna be doing other. They're gonna be doing like a different podcast now, though, right? Hopefully, he still brings it up at some point. Next time you have Charlie, like, bring it up with him. Just bring it up to Charlie. I think to make everyone. You would make me happy with that.
Taiga, and I apologized to him privately.
I don't know if you make Taiga happy, but
let me be clear. Let me check exactly what he said.
I'm sorry for blocking you.
If I do a sequel with Charlie, I was planning on it. I'll try to clear the record more publicly. I'll also do more research. Again, I don't know right now, however, I'll try to rectify any extra damage I caused and hope you can accept my apology. This was in December 22nd, 2022. 2022! He said he was going to make a sequel video with Moist Critical. Video never came.
Now, I have to whack my flaccid
Ugh, Nux, did you actually look into it, or did you just drop it?
floppy dick on the table and tell you the truth. No, I'm not going to say I was on Epstein Island. No, I haven't been putting on an act this whole time. Yes, I am British.
I honestly thought he was going to finally freaking reveal it, dude. I swear. I don't know. You think it's true? I feel like he was on that island, bro. I feel like because he knew this little bird with a crown on its head knew about the freaking, like, altar at the top of the mountain before that one dude with that like, recorded it. Like, even before then, I'm pretty sure. He had to be on the island. I don't know. I don't believe him. I don't believe him yet.
To whack my flaccid floppy dick on the table.
Why did I go back that far?
No, I'm not going to say I was on Epstein Island. No, I haven't been putting on an act this
Just
whole time.
admit it.
Yes,
Just
I am
face
British.
it.
Yes, I do have a speech impediment in the form of an accent. But no, this video was going to be very different. As you can see, the title is the Degenerate VTuber Femboy, or something like that. Because I initially believed the allegations until I did some digging. But it turns out they were actually just a victim of a smear campaign. Oh, but don't worry, the title's still going to be the same, because being called a degenerate in this day and age is a compliment. Especially if
Let's go! Shout out to Degenerate Weeb, my roommate and fellow YouTube creator that hasn't freaking made anything, freaking make a video.
you make this type of content.
Tags, can you give us some more kisses? Sure. Mwah.
Yeah,
That was more than a kiss,
somebody,
I feel
just
like.
make sure you do your research. And if there are any femboys watching this,
I have headphones on. That was a little
I have
too.
one question for you. Why is it
That was a little too
spot
ASMR
stacked
for
donuts
me.
on your dick? But anyway,
What'd you say? Wait, what did you say? I don't want to go back.
Again to the saga.
Hold on, you freaking! You don't go on to the next video without making me say so.
we're talking about
Wait, dude, that absolutely sucks to freaking hear, dude. That he like multiple stalkers, and like I can only imagine, dude. Because like at first you're like happy because you think you got a bunch of monies, and then all of a sudden it turns into a freaking nightmare for the next 6 months or more. Because some are still freaking like harassing him. I wonder if Nux ever brought it up with Charlie. I kind of want him to, you know? I think it would go a long way to be helpful. Well, dude, I feel really, really bad for you. I can do nothing else except for, like, give my sympathy. I really hope, the wider community sort of, like, realizes what actually happened, or discusses it, or brings it up, or talks about it, or just something, dude. Yeah, shout out to Taiga. Please go support him, go help him out, drop him some love. Cause that just sucks. That sucks to be in that position, my dude. You know what I mean? That just sucks. But drop this video on the Discord. Go drop him a like, go drop him a sub. Leave him some nice words as well. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today! I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi! That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!